Hey, what's up? It's Friday and there is a book signing happening at Barnes & Noble in my neighborhood, and John is driving. Say hi, John.
Hi, John.
So, the names of the other two authors escape me right now, but I did buy Pride by Ibi Zoboi, and she's going to be one of the people speaking and signing, and so that's where we're heading right now. Hopefully my wristband, I got it in time so that I can get a picture with her. I don't actually know exactly what this event is going to be like, but it should be fun.
Love eating poison. Like, it is your bag. You have huge poison feasts. You won't eat anything that's not poison because it is just beneath you. And you're also really good at crafting poison. So you really like killing people in fancy, new, back-breaking, spit up their guts kind of ways. Katherine, unfortunately, has kind of a weak poison gift. They're waiting for it to come.
And the books, but please, at any point, you can interrupt me with questions because this is a casual, fun format. So The 1000th Floor is set in New York City 100 years in the future. All 3 books are out. The 3rd book just came out 2 weeks ago. That's The Towering Sky. That's the gold one. I don't see it around here, but anyway. Just so you know, this is the last one, so don't go out of order because you're going to be so lost. Not knowing who has hit you. I actually used to work in book publishing as an editor, so I worked in New York editing YA novels for 4 years.
And I didn't get to continue that love story for various reasons that happened in the story. So I wanted my next book to be a sweet, light, fluffy love story. However, it was very hard to write a love story in our current political climate. I care very much about the world and what's happening in the world. So as a grown-up with teens myself, it was really hard to just do grown-up things and think about grown-up things and sit down and become a 17-year-old that's in love. Imaginatively speaking, that was just very hard for me to do. So I decided to just infuse it with just some politics of the day, and not global politics or world, country, like nation politics, but more community politics. And for me, the community politics that I wanted to examine was gentrification. I live in Brooklyn. If anybody's familiar with Brooklyn, Brooklyn is undergoing a lot of changes, and one of which is like communities of color are kind of being erased because home prices and property values are going up, and even some homes are being torn down so they can put up condo buildings. So there's just a lot of change happening.
So I just finished with the signing at Barnes & Noble and we're on our way to eat some dinner, but I'll show you the books that I got later and might have some stories to tell too. So at this point, it's like a month and a half from the book signing, and I'm not entirely sure what stories I was going to tell, but I did find some of the inspiration that the authors provided for their books to be very fascinating. Ibi Zoboi said that, for her, it started off with exploring gentrification, and it wasn't initially like this Pride and Prejudice retelling. It was gentrification first, and through her research, that's kind of where her story developed. Kendare Blake then talked about her inspiration for her book, 3 Dark Crowns, which had to do with a conversation she had with somebody about a queen bee, which I thought was really cool. It's been a while, so I don't really have the solid grasp that I had about a month and a half ago in regards to Katherine McGee's inspiration, but I think she was saying something about how in a lot of dystopian, there's lack, right? There's lack of resources, and she kind of wanted to approach dystopian from a point of privilege. When you have everything that you need, what can go wrong? Stuff like that. I had originally only intended on purchasing Pride, but the setup was so cool for this signing. This is the first time I've experienced this, but they set us up in 3 different circles, and the authors kind of rotated. They gave the authors 10 minutes in each circle, and the author came in. She told us about her book. She told us about the inspiration for her book. She answered questions. And so I was intrigued by Katherine McGee and by Kendare Blake when I hadn't intended on buying their books, and I thought that was just a great format because I came home really excited with those 3 books. I figured I'd give you guys a quick showing of what the books I purchased look like. This is the cover for The 1000th Floor. I purchased it in paperback. It's got some gold accents, but it's pretty cool looking. We have the first book of The 3 Dark Crowns, also in paperback. This one's a little bit simpler than the other 2, but I'm very excited to show you guys the next book. And here we have the super gorgeous Pride. It is beautiful. Look at this. I already saw. I'm pretty sure it's the same in the back, but it is so pretty. I love it. All right, so that's what I got. If you guys enjoy seeing these types of videos, please let me know by sharing them. If we've got similar tastes in books, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.